This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a Samsung stove that needs to have the controller replaced, which is actually pretty easy to do. And if your buttons are not working, if some of them work, some of them don't, then it's usually the keypad that needs to be replaced and not the controller. But if the clock is acting strange, you're getting weird error messages, or a lot of the functions aren't working, it could be the controller. Usually, though, the keyboard is the problem. So if you do have to replace the controller, we unplug it first, pull it out away from the wall, and then we just have to remove a few Phillips head screws from the back. Pretty quick, easy procedure. And the controllers for the Samsung stoves are not very expensive. But again, if you notice that just some of the keys work and some don't, then it's just the keypad is worn out, and that's actually a much more common problem. So we're going to take off this last Phillips head screw, and then we can take off the back plate. There's a similar procedure too for removing and replacing the keypad. There's no real good way to test the keypad, except if you notice that, again, some keys work and some keys don't, then the keypad's just worn out. So we're going to just pull these modular connectors off of the bake and broil relays. And sometimes these relays get stuck in the off position or the on position, and the bake or broil won't work. Pull off these sensor leads. And we also have the ribbon cable that brings the signal from the keypad to the controller. We're going to pull up on its plastic housing. The top of the plastic housing comes towards you by about 1/16 of an inch, and then the ribbon cable can come out. So you pull it towards you, just the top of it, and then pull the ribbon cable out. And we'll remove a couple of Phillips head screws, and we'll be able to take out the whole circuit board, the whole controller. These are all just Phillips head. These are smaller Phillips head screws. What I like about these Samsung stoves is that when you need to get to components, it's pretty fast and easy. Some other makes, you have to remove, 15, 16 screws to get to these components. On this one, we only had to remove a few. We release these plastic tabs at the top by just pushing in with the thumb, pull out the old board. We'll put in the new one. If you don't have heat to the bake or to the broil, the first thing I would always check is the igniter, which is much more common that it fails. But if the igniter's good, still don't have heat, then it could be the relay, the thing my fingers are just touching, these black boxes that have failed. They don't click on it anymore, and then you need a new controller. We're putting the ribbon cable back in, and then we're going to push it into the circuit board along with the top of the black box that it's sitting into by about 1/16 of an inch, and that locks the ribbon cable in position. Pushing the cable in, and then we're going to push that little top of the box in too. It'll click in. And we'll put the sensor cables back in. You just want to make sure you push these all in as far as they'll go, so you get a really good connection. put the Phillips head screws that hold the circuit board back into position in the two corners. Lower corner on the left side and upper corner on the right side. Put the protective panel back on. It's going to slide in the bottom first. Then we'll add the Phillips head screws that hold the panel back in. We have these little plates on the right and left side. They're actually labeled with a big R and a big L to help you. And they just have one screw holding them in. Get those in and we'll plug it back in. And that's it. We'll just set the clock and you've got your oven back. So I hope that's been helpful to you. This is a couple of pictures of how the wiring looks when it's all installed. Good to take pictures. These wires you really can't get wrong, but it never hurts to take a picture before you remove the wiring. Hope this gets your stove and oven working strong again. Thanks for watching.